interviewed 12 participants. These are the selected local candidates in Legazpi City running for the position of Mayor, Vice Mayor, and City Councilors. The Mayor aspirants: Mrs. Geraldine Rosal, Mr. Alfredo Garbin, and Mr. Jesse Yatutubo. The two Vice Mayor aspirants: Mr. Bobby Cristobal and Mr. Alan Ranyola. And the 7 City Councilors aspirants: Alba Rizzo, Jordan El Pajaro, Junjun Chan, Luis Gutierrez, James Calisin, Joseph Philip Lee, and Nicasio Barrios Jr. What are your campaign practices in the local election during the pandemic in terms of print media, social media, broadcast media, and party caucus?
Actually, lahat naman to magagamit namin. We don't have print media.
Well, I don't do so much on print media, but on social media. Almost every week, I have a scheduled interview in 3 or 4 radio stations. In party caucus, we do it every day.
These are okay, kaya lang medyo too expensive for us. We tried ourselves also by joining yung way na lang, jingle.
People here in our locality doesn't usually read local newspapers anymore. That's why it's the least platform that is being used. Social media, right now, that's a very big help right now. In the morning, we do house to house in that barangay, and in the evening, we do caucuses.
Well, I did some print media. I hired this person to operate my social media account. Broadcast media also we have through radio ads, and sometimes we are being interviewed also.
We utilize yung print media. We do accommodate yung articles, and we utilize Facebook Live. In the morning we do the house to house campaign, and in the afternoon or in the evening we have a caucus or a meeting.
What are the advantages and disadvantages of campaign practices in the said terms?
Malaking bagay ito sa ating kampanya. Kasi sa pamamagitan nito ay nakikilala tayo. Sabi ko nga kanina, nakakapag-create tayo ng awareness sa ating mga kababayan. Merong percent sa pagkapanalo ng isang kandidato itong mga bagay na ito. Social media, yung advantage nito, nowadays, alam naman natin na medyo yung mga tao more on social media na.
So social media is a broad market siya.
Yes.
It's like a business. So malaking tulong din to kasi syempre nakikilala tayo through social media. Sa broadcast media naman, this is an old school siya. Actually yung lalo na sa mga south and northern barangays na hindi mo mabababa sa city, sometimes nakikinig sila sa radio. Disadvantages, wala naman siguro for me aspirant na tumatakbo kasi it helps candidate na makita at malaman nila kung ano yung plataforma.
With social media, the biggest advantage of social media is that it's free, and also it's unregulated. But with broadcast media, the reach of our radio stations, actually meron na rin ngang sinasabi na parang merge between these two, social media and broadcast media. Disadvantage lang is it's time consuming also.
So yung broadcast media naman, ang disadvantage niyan, you can reach people in a limited number but costly. Sa party caucus, mas epektibo yon. Kaya lang, ka dyan, mas peligroso, pagod, kasi you'll have to go to places. So yung meron tinatawag dyan na kasamang risk.
Yung sa party caucus po, yung disadvantage niya, siyempre po, lalo na po kung konti po yung audience, and hindi po na-relay yung information kung kailan po sila darating. Siyempre po yung advantage din, maririnig talaga ng mga tao yung gusto i-relay ng mga candidates through sa kanilang mismo, kung paano sila magsalita, paano po sila mag-approach sa different situations and also sa mga tao.
What can you recommend to improve campaign practices in the said terms?
Sa social media, sana ma-regulate naman yung mga lumalabas na fake account, fake news, marami kasing troll ngayon.
Improve campaign. I think it's enough naman lahat ng platform media. Me personally, parang mas gusto ko pa rin yung traditional, like focuses and house to house, yun pa rin.
In all of those platforms, I think you have to have a better product. Produkto kan sa imong kampanya, plataforma, as in mga programa.
The COMELEC should be firm and to be fair what is required to the politicians, the requirements.
We have to be very responsible because once you let go of the message, it's hard to take it back.
How do you use media platforms for political agenda with regards to campaigning the new normal setup?
For me, media is my marketing arm. So that's why I welcome everybody, especially the media people. Wala akong ipipili. Lahat sila welcome, even kahit baguhan, new media, and then even the veteran media. I always welcome them because for me, media practitioners are my marketing arm.
There's this particular segment of voters that can be reached by a particular media platform. So what we are doing right now is a combination of that.
So I always use social media in a way na maging inspirasyon ito sa ibang mga public official tulad ko na SK chairman na i-adapt nila yung mga programa na ginagawa natin dahil ito ay epektibo at produktibo.
First, syempre, sumusunod pa rin tayo sa guidelines ng IATF. All the time, dapat you wear face mask. And hindi naman siguro masama na every time na salamuha ka sa isang voter, syempre, you use alcohol after and wash your hands.
The way I use social media is that I don't like to bombard our constituents so much with the posts. Usually, it's the constituents that post. And that post, pag nakakasama namin, it's like you don't have to do so much anymore. It's like you already conveyed the message when we were there face to face with you.
What is your most preferred platform to be utilized for your campaign practices?
Mas maganda sa akin na yung person to yung focus na yan at saka yung forum, candidates forum to reach out people.
Madali at marami po tayo ma-cover. Ito po yung new normal po sa social media.
Sa social media, okay na ako kasi libre. And sa political post, mas okay din kasi kilala mo sila, nakausap mo.
Mas gusto ko yung traditional na party caucus. Kasi sa caucus kasi, mas personal ang approach.
Right now, the one who has a better reach, social media, and here in our locality, it is a combination of social media, broadcast, and TV.
How do you create a strategic plan of action for your campaign practices in this new normal setup, considering the health and safety factors of the voters? What are your considerations?
The voters and the candidate should follow the strict health protocol kasi viruses are just around the corner.
Safety, of course. Number one is safety of the people. Not only the people, also your staff, your team, the whole team. the threat of pandemic is still there, the threat of COVID.
Number one, I think the important is the safety of my people. Okay, so always safety first, the health of my people.
We do consider our resources. A new normal setup. Actually, a good thing that what happened now is we are really lifting the alert level, and then we are going on a normal level. Pero nung mga time na yung alert level 2 or something, very limited yung access natin sa tao.
I have itong mga staffs natin na kung saan voluntaryong tumutulong. Sila yung sa pamamagitan nila nagiging organized yung ating pagbisita sa mga barangay na kung saan hindi tayo nakaka-create ng kumbaga gulo sa ating community. Bagkus ginagawa natin yung tama na kung saan I instructed yung mga tao ko na dapat yung atake natin sa tao may respeto at may disiplina.
Do you think that the different media platforms being mentioned is an important factor in this new normal campaign setup? Why do you say so, and how important it is?
Siyempre, importante siya. Malaking factor siya, lalo na sa new normal campaign. Mas safe siya, mas better siya. Kasi nakikita ng publiko yung ginagawa mo.
I've noticed that there are days where the participation for these caucuses are quite low. So the benefits that we have, especially with social media, that it's free, is that you can connect to these people with or without being there. And considering the health factor, because there are still people who are very much scared to go out of their homes.
Importante naman yan, pero kailangan pa talaga kung sa new normal, kung talagang they are after the health safety and health protocol, kailangan talaga ng man-to-man na enforcement. Pinaka-effective kung talagang istriktuhan. Siyempre, media, social media. Actually, ang tawag ko na yan, quad media. Dati tri-media, ngayon quad na 4 na. So, print media, TV, radio, and S-media, social media.
Very important po yan. Very important yan platform. Kasi nakikita natin na makaka-relay ng fast and efficient na message dito po sa mga candidates. Yung talaga po ang make or break sa isang candidates social media.
Mahalaga naman itong social media at saka itong broadcast. Nakakatulong ito na makilala kami ng mga tao.
Based on the answers given by the local candidates, we have come up with recommendations like various mechanisms explicating policy-led and practice-led initiatives. Together with more efficient and effective campaign practices and strategies, our community will be more informed and will be able to raise a higher form of consciousness about political platforms and agendas in the context of political communication. In the scene of another pandemic like COVID-19 emerges in the future during the campaign period, the candidates are already well informed on how they will execute their campaign practices and strategies.